that's this due diligence here. I'm so sorry for the late making of this video because I was helping one of the neighbors that I knew, because we were in a new place. We were helping the neighbors assemble their beds and like, moving in and everything. So things are getting a little bit hectic these days. So if you look at George's tweets, it seems like he thinks putting the metamaterial foam firm, basically a thin layer of metamaterial inside of cars, windows and everything will bounce off the signal and make smart cars viable. The problem with smart cars is it's not really going to be entering the market in the next 5 years. The actual rollout will be at around year 6. This is one of the reasons I say, year 6, we're going to see a profit anyways. So this is not really good press or bad press. This is just confirming what I said before. So if you look at the short volume today, the short volume actually went down. That makes sense because we see a lower support line around 3.24, 3.22-ish. It breaks the previous support of 3.39, which is, a normal at this point. And as we know, when it's $4, 10% is a lot. When it's $3, 10% is less and less and less. So I'm not really worried in terms of like the short-term trajectory. Well, what everybody's really waiting is for the earnings, and let's just see how that goes next week. And as a lot of charts indicators goes, I think tomorrow's gonna be a green day. It is going to be a green day. You will see a pull up to like 3.45-ish. And maybe if you're lucky, you can see a pull up to about 3.5. But really, what really matters is about the upwards momentum and how much of the if you look at the civilization over here, I would suspect that there might be people covering over in this session. And this part is massive sell-off plus some of the put action we see on the option chain, and plus some of the shorts just doing their work anyways. And tomorrow we'll probably see an upside around like $3.5, and maybe if we're lucky we can see a significant pull up. But if you do the math right, like a 10% would be 3.58, and a 20% will probably get you around like $4-ish. Not really, like 3.92-ish. 30% will probably get you to 4.2-ish. So over there, but it really depends on how much volumes are coming in. And if you look at SPY, we see SPY have a pull up today. That means the delayed effect of the entire market will have sort of on individual stock. So tomorrow, what I suspect is, let's see, Monday. Yeah, tomorrow SPY might even have a bigger pull up. So keep tuned. And if you like this video, go smash the like button. If you haven't sub to this channel. And hopefully you guys love our massive psychology. We actually have more data coming in now. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is basically a monumental moment where it proves to us that most retail is going to deem to lose money anyways. And for those of you who are here, just curious about AMC, I actually bought in a little bit around the dip because I was looking for a pull up tomorrow based on MACD. Is that how you pronounce it in the US? Because when I learned the indicator, I was in the UK and people pronounce it differently. But anyways, for AMC, I mean, if you bought in today, good for you. If you haven't bought in, there might be a $31 price tag, but let's see how it goes. But this is just trading on speculation on meme stocks anyways. And you should always go in with small positions because now the probability of people covering is actually super, super small on the AMC side. All right, see you guys on the upside. Oh yes, thank you for sticking to the end. So a lot of you are gonna ask me, I'm predicting the future right now. You're gonna ask me in the comments like why there's no specific, predictions like before. Because too much math work involved in doing that kind of predictions. I have to do a confidence interval and I have to like figure out, what are the range things, and I have to give an expected value and put everything in, and sort of like a radiance of like probability, like it's like the linear algebra sort of thing that you guys don't need to worry about, okay? And I drew this tunnel already about 4 or 5 days ago because I suspect that price range is just going to be within the well, technically on here it's 3.17 to about 3.92. And if it breaks out 3.92, great. If it doesn't matter, because I've been spending a lot of time just doing some spread calculation, credit spread calculation, and with all the shares on hand, I'm doing some really good math work that if the price line just stabilizes this or even drop to about like $2, it doesn't really matter at this point. At this point it doesn't really matter, and probably I'm even hoping for a stagnant price movement because I can just play option with it, and it will be super good practice, and I can even practice different concept with it. But I guess if we want a sort of like a short-term catalyst or whatever, we're looking up to next week's earnings. At this point, I'm not even hopeful or I'm not even fearful. I'm just, I'm chill. I don't really care. I have a probability, sort of like not really probably straddle. It doesn't really exist. I have a elaborated option strategy that sort of hedge against George's wrong being, or if George does anything, stupid, or the earning is just how I expected, like I said in the revenue projection or whatever, then I will have a bottom line where I won't lose that much of money, and then it's just some option strategies. All right, see you guys on the upside, and you guys shouldn't be worried about price action in the near future because it really doesn't matter. The 150 moving average, where is it? It doesn't matter, dude. Like the 150 moving average is around $4.71. With the probability of we increasing $1 is like super minuscule right now. So it doesn't matter. It's just gonna slowly stagnate down, building up some sex drive over here, and then slowly moving up or move down, right? Move up, we have ways of dealing with it. Move down, we have ways of dealing with it. At this point, I think my whole mentality of how I treat the stock changes. I would just treat it as any other stock, and I would just make money off of it anyways. So, sorry, George, you missed your window, and this is about it. So basically, the argument is if it haven't traded up, have an upward momentum all the way up to 150-day moving average, you won't see a quick price action or a huge gap up unless there's a huge PR news or their revenue actually beats the projection, which not really is going to happen because when you transfer from IFRS to GAAP, you usually see a revenue goes down anyways. All right, see you guys on the upside.